Good evening, students. Take out from money and banking. Today's topic is financial institutions. Got it? So financial institutions here, as your question paper will be MCQ, you need to remember the main objective and the establishment here, and even the full form of all these institutions. Got it? Page number? Fine. So the first one you can see here, Industrial Finance Corporation of India, IFCI. Sometimes like the full form of IFCI is asked. Okay, so that is asked. The answers will be like bit confusing. So you have to choose the correct option. So the full form of IFCI is Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Then you need to remember the establishment year, that is 1948. So 4 July 1948 is the establishment year of IFCI. So this is one of the financial institution. And the main objective is to make medium and long-term credit to the industrial units. Okay, they do not provide loan to the, we can say, general people, okay, for personal loan and all. They are giving loan to the industrial units, or we can say the potential industrialist, the person who wants to set up one business unit. Only to them loan facility is given, and that loan facility is medium and long term credit facility. Okay, so that is IFCI all about. The functions are granting loans and advances for a period of 25 years. So long term, okay, medium and long term, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, so 25 years. So subscribing to the shares and debentures floated by industrial concerns. So they also subscribe to the shares and debentures which is issued by various industrial concern, and they also grant loan in foreign currencies. Then next one is guaranteeing for deferred payments in respect of import of capital goods. So if any importer, if any industrial unit is involved in import in capital goods, capital goods means plant and the machinery. Okay, plant and the machinery and any equipment, tools. So if any industrial unit is related to or concerned with import of capital goods, so they give guarantee for deferred payment. That they gives guarantee that we are giving guarantee that this particular industrial unit will pay deferred payment. That means in the later date they will be able to pay you. Fine, clear? So these are the functions of IFCI. Establishment year 1948, yes, that you remember. The next is SFC, State Financial Corporation. Establishment year, SFC establishment year is 1953, and it was established in Punjab. Okay, first SFC was established in Punjab. Like we have almost in every state we have one SFC, that is State Financial Corporation. The name itself suggesting state. Okay, so here the first SFC was established in 1953 in Punjab. At present, there are 18 SFC, and the main objective of establishing SFC is to meet the requirements of medium and small scale industries in various states. Okay, so here SFC provide credit facility to the small scale industries as well as to the medium scale industries. Fine. Establishment year is 1953. Fine. And the first SFC was established in Punjab in 1953, and at present there are 18 SFCs, that you remember. Okay, IFCI establishment year July 1948, then SFC establishment year 1953, and they provide what? Medium and loan to the medium and small scale units. Now next one is ICICI. So what is the full form of ICICI? Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, and the year is 1955. And the main aim of ICICI is to develop the industries under the private sectors only. It is a private bank. So ICICI is a private bank and it developed the industries under the private sector. That means the industries which are private companies, okay? The private sector, we can say, that is in the hand of private individuals or like, private corporation or private companies. So only to those industries, this particular financial institutions provide credit facility as it is a private bank. And establishment year is 1955. Okay. Now next is SIDC, State Industrial Development Corporation. So sometimes maybe in the option it can be given development center, okay, development company, or that way like the examiner may confuse you. So State Industrial Development Corporation, SIDC, establishment year is 1960, and main objective is what? To achieve the rapid industrialization in the state. Okay, so here as the name suggesting state, so rapid industrialization, so that एक स्टेट में बहुत सारा इंडस्ट्रियल यूनिट सेटअप हो, वो एम है रैपिड इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. Okay, because see, all these financial institutions are providing credit facility to the industrial units. सबको नहीं, जिन लोगों के पास एक प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट है, जिन लोगों को इंडस्ट्रियल यूनिट सेट करना है, एस्टैब्लिश करना है, उन लोगों को ही credit facility or financial assistance is given by all these institutions. That is also IFCI, SFC, SIDC, right? So rapid industrialization in the state. At present, there are 28 SIDCs in India. So whenever we talk about state, we'll find all these corporations in different states, right? As SFC, we'll find in 18 states. Then SIDC, we are found in 28 states. Now next one is Unit Trust of India, UTI, Unit Trust of India. Establishment year is 1964. So all these will come in your MCQ. From these you will get 1 or 2 questions, MCQ form. So 1964, full form is Unit Trust of India. 1st February 1964 it was established, and the main aim is to encourage and mobilize the savings of community and channelize them into productive corporate investment. Okay, so that is the main aim of UTI, so that people will save their money and that saving will be mobilized and invested in various productive projects so that profit will be returned. Now, next one you can see the functions of UTI all about. The first one, it mobilizes the savings of the relatively small investors. Okay, so the main function here of UTI is like it mobilizes the saving of the small investors, and all those savings are put into productive investment. Okay, and distribute the large scale economics among small income groups. Fine. So the small investor, they will be investing money, they will be saving money, investing money, then all together that money is invested into a large project, and then the return is distributed to all the small income groups. So that is the main purpose of UTI. The next one is IDBI. What is the full form of IDBI? IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India. Okay, so establishment year is 1964. Fine, so we have got many now. First one is IFCI, year 1948. Then UTI, okay. Then we have got SFC. Okay. Then we have SIDC. Okay, fine. SIDC 60. ICICI 1955, fine. So IDBI is established in the year 1964, July 1964, and it is the apex bank in the industrial credit. So which is the apex bank for industrial credit? Right? Which is the apex bank for so this is one of the, repeatedly this question comes in the examination. Repeatedly this question comes. I have seen like in almost in every year or maybe alternate every year, and in a year there are 2 exams, right? So this question I have seen like repeated. Okay? So the apex level bank in the industrial credit is your IDBI. And up to 1976, it was the subsidiary bank to RBI. It was the subsidiary bank to RBI, but after 1976, it was formed as an autonomous corporation. So from 1976, it is formed as an autonomous individual, autonomous corporation. Before than that, it was a subsidiary bank to RBI. Then the functions of IDBIs are, first one, it can establish the cooperation and coordination among the industrial financial institutions because it is the apex bank in the industrial credit, so it established a cooperation and coordination among various industrial financial institutions. Then it provides finance to the industrial unit. That is the common objective of all these financial institutions. They provide loan facility to the industrial units. So this is the common objective. Now, the next one is, it saves the weaker industrial units through the Development Assistance Fund. So, IDBI has a Development Assistance Fund. Okay, with this fund, they help the weaker industrial units. That means the industrial units which are suffering from loss. So, to those units, this particular bank provides Development Assistance Fund. Clear? Then it assists in creation, expansion, modernization of industrial units under private sector. That means they also help the private sector industrial units to create, to expand, as well as to modernize. Fine. Then next, it also provides the export finance. Export finance, if anybody wants to do export-import business, so in that also, this particular organization or institution helps. Done? Okay. Now, number 7. Exim Bank. What happened? See? Exim Bank. So, the year is 1982. Establishment year is 1982. The name itself suggesting Exim Bank is Export-Import Bank. So, this particular bank gives financial assistance to the exporters and the importers, whoever is involved in exporting, importing business. Okay? So, it is established in March 1982, and it is a NBFI, that is non-banking financial institution. Okay? Confine its area of operations to foreign trade of India, that is export and import. And it also performs the functions like export rediscounting, refinance supply credit, bulk import finance, okay? Foreign currency pre-shipment credit, product equipment finance program, business advisory technical assistance, etc. So that means they are mainly related to export and import business. Fine? Establishment year 1982. So you write down quick revision, no? You write down in your copy without seeing. Without seeing, you write UTI, right? Write down the year. You write IFCI, IDBI, write it fast, write fast. Okay, you write IDBI, IDBI, dash, then UTI, UTI, then SFC, SFC, then SIDC, then you write ICICI, ICICI. Okay, then you write, what else you have written? What I've explained to you? IDBI, IFCI, UTI, ICICI, SIDC, SFC. Then Exim Bank. SIDC. उसके बाद मुझे पूछ रहे, भूल गए? हाँ, SFC. SFC. Okay, you write down now the establishment year. Forgot? Forgot? IFCI is 1948. Okay. SFC is 1953. Is it correct? Okay. SIDC is? SIDC? This is ICICI. ICICI is 1955. I think you forgot. SIDC 1960. UTI 1964. Then IDBI 1964. Exim Bank 1982. 1982 Exim Bank. 1982. Okay, now you write down the full form of ICICI. Write down the full form of ICICI. What is the full form of ICICI? ICICI. ICICI. Industrial Corporation or Credit? Then? Right. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Okay? Fine. So now we were talking about Exim Bank. So Exim Bank is related to your what? Yes, export and import. Fine. Now next one is NABARD. Okay, so establishment year of NABARD is 1982. Fine. So what is the full form of NABARD? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So that means the name itself suggesting that this particular bank, or we can say this particular financial institution, provide credit facility or financial assistance to the industrial units which are set up in the rural areas. Okay, and it is given to the mainly agriculturists because it is related to agriculture and rural development. Okay. So it is given to the industrial units which are related to agriculture and rural development. So it is the apex body in agricultural credit. Which is the apex bank for industrial credit? Yes. And this line also you write it. Apex body for agricultural credit is NABARD. This is the apex body in the agricultural credit that you need to remember. Don't be confused. For industrial credit, apex bank or apex body is your IDBI. And for agricultural credit, apex body is your NABARD. That is your National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Okay. So it takes over the functions of Agriculture Credit Department of RBI and Agriculture Refinance Development Corporation, ARDC. That means RBI has a department RBI has a separate department called Agriculture Credit Department. Okay, so that particular department takes over by NABARD. So it takes over the functions of Agriculture Credit Department of RBI. So RBI has a agriculture credit department, so that is taken care of by NABARD, that you remember. And Agriculture Refinance Development Corporation. So what is the full form of ARDC? Agriculture Refinance Development Corporation, ARDC. And it provides all sources of refinance to the cooperatives. That means it is the source of refinance to the cooperative banks, commercial banks, as well as the regional rural banks. Clear? Because regional rural bank is related to rural area. And even few cooperative banks are set up in in the rural area, few commercial banks are set up in the rural area, so it provides all sources of refinance to all these banks. And it also promotes the research in agriculture and rural development. So they also promote what? Research in agriculture in the rural areas for development of the rural people. Am I clear? So full form of NABARD is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, 1982. And it is the apex body in the agricultural credit that you need to remember. Fine? Will you remember? Okay. Now next one is Life Insurance Corporation of India, that is LICI. Okay? LICI, that is your Life Insurance Corporation of India. So this is one of the public sector insurance company in India. So in India we have many insurance company, right? We have many private insurance company like no, that is a app. So we have many companies. That is a app. So Life Insurance Corporation of India, LICI, 1956. So it was established in 1956 by nationalizing 245 private insurance companies. So by nationalizing 245 private insurance companies, okay, so LICI was nationalized in 1956, and the primary objective of nationalization was to protect the interest of the policyholders, so that the policyholders' interest will be protected. Their money will not be wasted, okay? And avoid the misuse of funds. Secondly, the object of nationalization was to direct investment of funds in government security. So the policyholders like you and me, whoever buys insurance policies, their money which is deposited in the life insurance company, so that money will be used as a fund in the government security. So that is the objective of your nationalization. Fine? So almost 87.5% of money that is utilized in government security, leaving a small part for private sector, that is 12.5%. Fine? Okay. Then next one is, this is related to life of a person, Mr. X, Mr. Y, that way. And GIC, that is your general insurance company. GIC is related to general insurance, like motor, fire, okay. Other than life of a person, we have general insurance, that is मोटर व्हीकल इंश्योरेंस. जैसे आपने एक बाइक खरीदा, स्कूटी ले लिया, गाड़ी ले लिया, उन लोगों का वो सब का तो इंश्योरेंस करना पड़ेगा. बिल्डिंग का इंश्योरेंस करना पड़ेगा, फायर इंश्योरेंस, एक फैक्ट्री है, एक आपका शॉप है, दैट नीड टू बी इंश्योर्ड. ठीक है, फॉर सेफ्टी पर्पस, टू प्रोटेक्ट योर शॉप और फैक्ट्री फ्रॉम रिस्क. तो दैट इज़ योर जनरल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ऑल अबाउट. सो GIC के साथ आप कर सकते हो, एंड दिस इज एस्टैब्लिश इन द ईयर 1972, that you remember. So it was formed as government company in 1972, and before nationalization, few big companies and about 100 small companies were in this business. And at present, GIC is provided 4 companies. आप लोगों ने इससे एक दो देखा ही होगा, अभी दिल्ली बाजार में है कि नहीं? Maybe you must have visited National Insurance Company, New India Assurance Company, Oriental Fire and General Insurance Company. We have United India Fire and General Insurance Company. Okay, and nowadays we have many private companies also who are involved in general insurance of any thing. Okay, understood or not? Okay, will you remember? This is only for, you have to remember all this. The we can say the objective and the establishment here. Now, after GIC, we have After GIC, we have SEBI. Okay, Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. So SEBI was established in 1988, but it got legal status in 1992. Okay, so if you'll get option 1992, that will be the correct option. Fine. It was set up in 1988, but it got legal status in 1992. Before than that, it was working just like a watchdog. ठीक है, जब हर्षद मेहता का स्कैम हुआ, उसके बाद it has got like legal status to look after, to regulate and control and to organize the business activities of the securities market. ठीक है, so it was like 88 में establishment हो गया था, लेकिन it was just working as a watchdog, security guards जैसा काम कर रहे थे. But it has got statutory reorganization, or we can say legal status, in the year 1992. The main purpose of SEBI is to regulate, control and organize and manage the stock market and any other securities market. ठीक है, कैपिटल मार्केट, प्राइमरी मार्केट, इन लोगों को ये मार्केट को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, रेगुलेट करने के लिए, रेगुलेट मतलब क्या, रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस बनाना, कंट्रोल करना, ठीक है, देन डेवलप करना. सो दैट इज द प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Am I clear to everyone? Okay. Now we'll move on to private insurance companies, as you are talking about. So private insurance companies we have other than LIC. Other than LIC in India we have many, we can say private insurance companies like Aviva Life Insurance, okay, here Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance, so Aditya Birla Health Insurance Company, Bharti AXA, okay, so some companies are like foreign companies, MNCs, and they have entered into the Indian market. Some are collaborated with the Indian market companies, Indian companies, and become one and doing business. Okay, so the millennium has witnessed the insurance sector a journey extending to nearly 200 years. In 1993, the government set up a committee under the chairmanship of Aaron Malhotra, former governor of RBI, to propose recommendations for reforms in the insurance sector. And according to the recommendation of the committee, huge opening was for the private companies in home and away. Besides the public companies, the others are private insurers. That means private companies, both in life insurance as well as in general insurance. Life means life of a person, general means all those, like we can say motor vehicle, fire, building, all those. So who have done a joint venture with foreign insurance company. Foreign insurance company यहाँ पे आया और Indian company के साथ joint venture करके like business को आगे बढ़ाया और they have started taking clients. Fine. So here some of the private life insurance companies are, all these are example. Just now I have told you these are the example of your private insurance companies. Clear? So this is all about point number 12, private insurance company. Now next one is SWIFT. So full form of SWIFT you write down. Write down in your copy. Full form of SWIFT. Okay? Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications System. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications System. So this is the full form of SWIFT. So full form of SWIFT is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. Right? So SWIFT is a huge messaging network banks and other financial institutions used to rapidly, precisely and securely send and obtain information such as money transfer instructions. Okay, so with the help of SWIFT, it is one of the information system with the help of which whenever there is any money transfer from one bank to the another bank, from one country to the another bank, okay, so that transaction takes place, this particular society keeps a record. So that's how Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, interbank, एक बैंक दूसरे बैंक के साथ जो ट्रांजैक्शन होगा, लाइक फॉरेन कंट्री में चला जाएगा पैसा या वहाँ से यहाँ पे आएगा, फॉरेन बैंक में जा रहा है, सो दैट द ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड इज केप्ट बाय स्विफ्ट सिस्टम. Am I clear to you? Okay. So, such as money transfer instructions, it is protected financial message carrier which can evade fraudulent transactions. Okay, so the main objective is to evade मतलब उसको नाइकिया को दिया है तो evade, yes. So evade fraudulent transactions and it is protected financial message carrier. Especially it carries messages from one bank to another bank, say from bank X reaches bank Y only. Okay, so this particular system provides information about various transactions, monetary transactions, the transfer transactions related to one bank with the another bank. Fine. Now next one is BIS. What is the full form of BIS? This one, the Bank for International Settlements. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS. So in the globalized world, under the interlinks between the domestic economics, banking and financial operations with the rest of the world, international cooperation in terms of smooth running of the banking and financial system is required. So that's why BIS comes into the picture. So it is an international financial institution. So it is an international financial institution which is owned by central banks that fosters international monetary and financial cooperation and serves as a bank for central bank. So it serves as a bank for the central banks. Yes, fine. Because this word you see, international settlement, bank for international settlements. The mission is to support central banks. So they support central banks. Because in every country we'll find one central bank, right? In every country the name of the central banks are different. In India the name of the central bank is RBI. So like RBI we have central bank in different countries, right? So what they do it, BIS support all the central banks in different countries, pursuit of what? Monetary and financial stability through international cooperation, and to act as bank for central banks. So they act for bank for central bank, right? Okay. Currently 60 central banks or monetary authorities are members of Bank for International Settlements. Okay, so the number may increase also. So currently in your study material it's mentioned 60 central banks or monetary authorities are members of the BIS. Fine? February 24. So that's how, like it's published here, it may change also. It may change also, no? The member may increase also. Yeah, like in the examination, you'll see like what are the options given. BIC, I'll check it now. You see the latest one, no? BIC numbers. Here it's mentioned, BIC is established in 1930. BIC is established in 1930, and it's mentioned like currently 63 central bank representing countries from around the world that together account for about 95% of world GDP. 63. So if you search in the Google, if you search, Yes. So 63, here it's mentioned 60 central bank. Okay, you see the option, if it's 60, that option is given, you tick mark that. If 63 is given, you tick 63, fine. Then Reserve Bank of India is also a member, okay? So here RBI is also one of the member of BIS. So here you remember BIS full form, the establishment year 1930. You remember about the objective of BIS. What is objective of BIS? Is to support central banks, okay? And you remember about the 60 central banks, like the member nations, member central banks, okay? Now, the next is mudra. Okay, so what is the full form of mudra here? Full form of mudra also you write down. Okay, so Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Bank. Okay, Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Bank. So micro units like whenever we talk about, we have large scale industry, we have medium scale industry, we have small scale industry, micro units. So this is related to what? It provides credit to small enterprises, medium and small enterprises, MSMEs. Okay, so that's how it is related to your micro units. So Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Bank, and it is a public sector financial institution in India. It is a public sector, government owned. And the main objective is to provide credit facility to the medium and small enterprises. Fine. And it was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister of India on 8 April 2015. The minimum age of the applicant must be 18 years, and the maximum mudra loan age limit is set to 65 years. So if you want to start with a medium or small enterprises, you can apply loan under this bank, Mudra Bank. Fine. So loans can be availed by non-farm income generating businesses in manufacturing, trading and services, and the requirement of credit must be 10 lakhs or lower. Okay, so if anyone wants to take loan 10 lakhs or lower, they can apply in Mudra. So India's economic growth largely depends upon the small and medium enterprises. And to all these small and medium enterprises, Mudra Banks provides credit facility. Okay. Okay. So what is the full form of BIS? BIS? Okay. Mudra. You need to remember all this. Mudra, yes. BIS, SWIFT. What is the full form of SWIFT? SWIFT. SWIFT is related to what? Interbank, right? BIS related to bankers of the central banks, right? Okay. Now, next one, alternative investment fund, that is AIFs. So there is a usual existence of investment fund in India in conventional forms. Though there are some alternative funds, like this is one type of investment fund in India. It is an investment that differs from conventional investments such as debt, securities, stock, etc. It consists of investment funds that privately pool and which invest in private equity, venture capital, hedge fund, managed fund, etc. Okay, so alternative other than the conventional investment, few people or various industries, small industries, or we can say, or few people, privately they can pull, you know, they together, privately they pull money and they invest in private equity. All together they buy it. Then they invest in venture capital, they invest in hedge fund and managed fund. So this is your alternative investment fund. Now next is related to bad bank. Bad bank. ठीक है, बैड बैंक बोल के ऐसा कुछ बैंक नहीं होता है, but what is it? The history of bank operations in India reveals that there are huge non-refunded funds from the borrowers to the bank, which is termed as NPA, non-performing assets, or bad debts, or bad loans. ठीक है, so bad bank is related to, it is related to, see, in a bank, so other day I was talking about in a bank, many people apply for loan, and in spite of, you know, thoroughly checking the documents, some people, they do fraudulent activities, or they do not give interest on time. उसके वजह से क्या होता है, NPA हो जाता है, नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट. जैसे किसी ने आपका 80 lakhs का लोन ले लिया, 6 महीना EMI the person is giving, after 6 months he has stopped giving EMI. ठीक है, 1 साल नहीं दिया तो क्या हो जाएगा वो, नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट, राइट. सो दैट इज अ लॉस फॉर द बैंक. बैंक ने तो दे दिया ना, 80 lakhs बैंक ने दे दिया, लेकिन दैट पर्सन, पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज नॉट repaying the loan. The particular person is not repaying principal as well as interest. ठीक है, years after years, after giving notice also, the person is not giving. So that is a loss for the bank, and that is your bad debt, or we can say bad loan, or we can say non-performing asset, NPA. Understood what is NPA now? Okay, वो हो गया आपका bad bank. ऐसा bad bank नाम के कोई आपको नहीं मिलेगा कहीं पे भी. So this is bad bank all about. The banks could not recover the major part of their own instruments and legal supports. Therefore, the government of India recommended for an autonomous body to help in recovering these funds. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने रेकमेंड किया कि आप लोग एक ऑटोनोमस बॉडी सेटअप करो, एंड दैट ऑटोनोमस बॉडी विल टेक केयर ऑफ रिकवरी. ठीक है, ऐसा मोटा मोटा बाउंसर्स लेके अब जाओ और जाके रिकवर करके लाओ पैसा. गेटिंग इट? कोई लोग ऐसा होता है कि गाड़ी ले लिया, बड़ा बड़ा गाड़ी ले लिया, पैसा नहीं दे पा रहे, तो गाड़ी को ले आते, एक बार गया नोटिस दे दिया, सेकेंड टाइम गए नोटिस दिया, फिर भी पैसा नहीं आ रहा है, तो क्या करेंगे, गाड़ी को लाना पड़ेगा ना, है कि नहीं? तो किसी के पास तो दम होना पड़ेगा ना उसको लाने के लिए, है कि नहीं? तो autonomous body that was recommended to help in recovering these funds. ठीक है, so by term bad bank it is referred to an asset reconstruction company. ये asset reconstruction company को क्या बोल रहे हैं, bad bank बोल रहे हैं. So what is bad bank? The asset reconstruction company. So this particular autonomous body or asset reconstruction company, that is ARC, or an asset management company, AMC, that takes over the bad loans. वो लोग bad loan का क्या होता है, they takes over it, commercial bank का, and manages them and finally recovers the money over a period of time. ठीक है, तो वो लोग देखते हैं, जैसे कि किसी ने किसी का ज़मीन गिरवी रख दिया, ठीक है, पैसा ले लिया, तो पहले उसको दैट लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग विल बी सील, नोटिस देंगे, पैसा दे दिया तो ठीक है, नहीं दिया तो उसको बेच के रिकवर कर लेंगे. ठीक है, वैसा गाड़ी के साथ भी वैसा ही होता है. सो दैट इज टेकन केयर ऑफ बाय द एसेट रिकंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी ARC, और वी कैन से AMC. Fine, that takes over the bad loan of commercial bank and manages them and finally recovers the money over a period of time. The bad bank is not involved in lending and taking deposit. वो लोग कभी, they are not giving any loan. They are not directly involved with the customers. They are not providing any loans and advances to the public. What is their work? Their work is to recover the non-paid loans. है कि नहीं? उन लोगों का काम क्या है? Recover करना है वो फंड को, जो फंड वापस नहीं आया बैंक के पास. So here but helps commercial bank clean up their balance sheet and resolve bad loans. Bad loan को resolve करने के लिए these particular companies help. India's bad banks क्या क्या है? National Asset Reconstruction Company, NARCL, will acquire and aggregate the identified NPA accounts from banks, and India Debt Resolution Company Limited will handle the debt resolution process. ठीक है? NPA accounts क्या होता है? मान लो कि मिस्टर बरुआ ने लोन ले लिया, ठीक है, 80 lakhs का लोन लिया, रिकवर मतलब पैसा नहीं आया बैंक के पास, सो वो तो एक बैंक अकाउंट के थ्रू एक बैंक अकाउंट खुलवाया, उस अकाउंट में पैसा गया, फिर उसने वहाँ से विड्रॉ किया, तो उसी अकाउंट से दैट पर्सन इज was giving like principal and the interest EMI दे रहा था, and suddenly stop coming EMI, तो वो अकाउंट हो गया आपका NPA अकाउंट. ठीक है? सो NPA अकाउंट क्या होता है? आइडेंटिफाई कौन करता है? NARCL. That will acquire and aggregate the identified NPA accounts from bank, and India Debt Resolution Company Limited will handle the debt resolution process. So this is all about your bad bank all about. Am I clear to everyone? So all this today, you again thoroughly go through it, go home, thoroughly go through the study material, and try to remember the full form of all these financial institutions and the establishment year and their objective. What is it? Okay? Fine. That's all for today. Thank you.